What's up guys, Jimmy here with another video. So a while back when Homefront was released, I had the chance to do a review for it, and I was a little disappointed with the length of the campaign. You know, it was able to be defeated in 5-6 hours. Some people were able to defeat it in less than that. And in my review I talked about if you were only interested in the campaign, that do not pay the $60 price, because that would just be wrong, totally wrong. But then also in my review I talked about how the multiplayer was pretty sick. And you know what? People are still really into the multiplayer for Homefront. It's pretty fun. You know, there's a lot of first-person shooter multiplayer games out there. In my opinion, Homefront is one of the better ones. It's pretty fun. And like I said, people are still playing it. A while back, not too long after the first Homefront game was released, Homefront 2 was confirmed. The actual storyline and the basic plot for Homefront is actually pretty cool, and it had a lot of people really excited with it. Of course, a lot of people were upset that the story just wasn't that long or that deep, but the basic plot is pretty interesting and pretty cool. Are you guys excited for Homefront 2? If they can continue upon the success that they had with the multiplayer for the first Homefront game, because believe it or not, guys, Homefront was trashed by the reviewers, but it sold really, really well, believe it or not. A lot of people picked it up. I remember going to my local GameStop, and the manager there was telling me like his store was totally sold out. The PS3 version and the Xbox 360 version had totally sold out. And so a lot of people were nervous with those bad reviews rolling in, but gamers didn't listen. They went out and bought Homefront, and it sold really, really well. And of course, you had Homefront 2 in the works. For any of you guys that had the chance to play through Homefront, play through the campaign, and play the multiplayer, let me know your thoughts on Homefront 2 and what you want. Obviously you want a longer, deeper campaign, but also what do you want with the multiplayer? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As I said earlier, Homefront, the multiplayer, is worth giving a try if you had not had the chance to do so. And also in my review I talked about how once it reaches a decent price, and if you're only interested for the campaign, go ahead and play it. Because it does have its shining moments for the campaign, even though it's short. Right now you can pick up Homefront for pretty cheap, whether you get the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 version. You should be able to find it for a pretty good deal. But yeah, definitely dive into the multiplayer as well, because it's very fun, very addicting. I'm looking forward to Homefront mainly because I just enjoy the multiplayer so much, and I'm really interested to learn some of the decisions they make with this follow-up. And yeah, I am actually interested in continuing on with the story, although the first one was quite brief. I am interested in learning and diving right into the second campaign. But anyway, guys, check out Homefront if you have not already, if you're interested in a really fun multiplayer game. And like I said, you should be able to pick it up for dirt cheap. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.